Okay, so I'm just gonna name off a few things that I did and then I'll explain them in detail. First off, I want to talk about portions. And now I had a really bad habit with portions. Hold on a minute. I had a really bad habit with portions. I would portion out my meal and then I would continue to eat. Like if it was in front of me and I had an option to go back and get more, I would. So like with buffets and me don't mix. And now I've come to control that. And today actually me and my child went to the Chinese buffet and I actually did pretty well, at least in my opinion. So yeah, just portion what you're eating and then stick to that portion. Don't go back for more. Don't be like, oh, I'm still hungry. Drink water. This is like my number one rule. This is what has actually got me down from my baby weight. I'll tell you, I was 254 the day I was induced with Sophia. I was 254. I'm 5'9" and I'm used to being, you know, between 160 and 170, 160, 170 pounds. And I still have about 20 pounds to go till I feel comfortable in my own skin and my own body. So for me, I went from 254 on the day of induction. I lost maybe 20 pounds in the hospital, you know, with having her and the fluid and the placenta and all that good stuff coming out. You lose a little bit of weight quite fast, actually. It'd be the quickest weight loss you ever have, unless you get liposuction. Anyways, so I lost about 20 pounds and then I stayed there. I stayed at like 230 for a while. I waited until that summer, the summer after she was born, and she was about 6 months then, 6-7 months. And what I did is around our neighborhood, I put her in the stroller, and around her nap time, I would give her some boob, put her in the stroller, get my workout clothes on, put her in the stroller, and then go walk around my neighborhood for 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours, and she would sleep. She would have her nap and I would have my walk-in. And what it really helped me is a Fitbit. And you know, you can do your own personal tracking, but for me, I needed to be held accountable, and a Fitbit really helped me with that. If you don't have a Fitbit, get a cheap little like $15 pedometer, and it'll track how many steps you're taking in a day. And typically you should be taking 10,000 steps or more a day. That's typical for pretty much any adult human being. And I was doing between 13 and 20,000 steps a day because I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to burn more than I was taking in, and that's how you lose weight. You need to burn more calories than you put in your body. I slacked off a little bit in winter, and then again in the summer, or when it started to turn spring this year, I again got my butt in gear. I put my Fitbit back on and I started to lose some more weight. And then again, before summer, even kind of during summer, I slacked off and I got depressed and, you know, whatever. And then I got my butt in gear again because I saw the pictures of myself when I was starting to lose weight and I was like, oh my God, it looks so good. You know, what happened? You know, my pants were fitting looser, all of a sudden they're fitting tighter, and it's just like, what's going on, you know? Yeah, that's kind of my journey so far. And where I'm at right now, I went from 254 to now about 180, 185. And my goal is to be back to 160. That would be my happy weight. I'm not telling anybody to be that weight. I'm not telling anybody that has to be your goal. This is my own personal goal. And that's the weight I know I feel comfortable at. I'm going to get to what exactly I did to help me achieve my weight loss. And the number one thing, absolutely number one thing, was water intake. I bought this, it was like $15 for this stupid thing, but let me tell you, it works. I have littler bottles and I have, you know, just a little, what is those, 16-ounce water bottles or whatever it is, and you drink one and then you're like, oh, I have my water for the day, and it's like, no, you didn't. You had 16 ounces and that's it. Our bodies need, I think it's like 8 cups a day of water, and like 8-ounce cups a day. I think it's something like that. You can Google. So anyways, I got myself this one. I think it's Pogo, and I've had this since after Sophia was born. I mean, obviously you can tell it's like worn out, but this 40 ounce, this is how I would track my water. I would drink 3 of these a day, and I'm back to drinking 2 a day, and I'm getting back there. I want to get back to drinking 3 a day, but I get so sick of water, and I'm a big water drinker, and I just get so sick of drinking 3 of these a day. It's hard, it really is. I bought one of those and it helps a lot with my intake. And if you drink 3 of these a day, you're taking in 120 ounces in a day. You just drink 3 of these. I usually do, when I was doing 3 bottles a day, 3 of these bottles a day, I would do, you know, one of them I would finish by 10 a.m. The next one I would finish by the time I was done with lunch, and the next time I would finish by the end of the day, right before I went to bed. My next thing I did was I started walking after I ate a meal. I've done my research, and apparently about 10 minutes of walking after you eat a meal will help you digest. It'll help you burn those calories off right away while your belly is still digesting. It'll increase your digesting process. It'll increase the calorie burning process, and you will burn more calories. It helps me digest my food quicker. You know how you get kind of like that, because I eat until I feel bloated, and I'm one of those people. I have to eat until I'm absolutely full, or I keep eating and I keep snacking and I keep going. And then by the end of the day, I've eaten like 5,000 billion calories. So I need to walk after I eat meals. It's helped me a lot. It's helped me to digest my meals. It helps me not feel as full. And then I drink a whole bunch of water if I do feel like I'm still hungry after I've walked. Protein. So protein is another big thing. What I do is I'm really bad at cycling my eggs in my fridge. So what I do is when they get to almost that day that it's gonna be bad and I need to go, oh shit, I forgot, I need to go get eggs. That day when I go get eggs, I'll come home and I'll boil all the eggs or hard boil all the eggs that I didn't eat the previous week. So what I do is I hard boil them, and then they last you for another week or so, and I'll eat 1 a day, and 1 or 2 a day in the morning for my protein. I eat protein from most of my meals. I try to focus all of my meals around protein and fiber, and that will help you. You will find that a lot of foods that are still decently priced and easy to buy and easy to make will have a lot of fiber and a lot of protein. Now, if you don't eat a lot of food that has a lot of fiber and protein, or you know it's hard for you to eat foods that have fiber and protein in it, I suggest vitamins. Now, the vitamins that I take every day, I just recently switched. I used to take when I was pregnant with Sophia, and the whole year after after I had her, I took a vitamin with folic acid in it, so it helps her brain develop faster. Well, not faster, but better. Then I started to take hair, skin, and nail vitamin from Target. It's a Target brand, hair, skin, and nail vitamin, and that also helped. Now I take the Walmart brand Equate. I take the One Daily Women's Health vitamin, and it's comparable to One a Day Women's ingredients. So this says it's good for, it's a multivitamin with 100% DV of all 8 B vitamins. So it supports your bone and heart health, it supports immune health, it supports energy metabolism, and healthy skin. The other thing that I've been doing for the past, I think I'm on I'm in between day 60, I think I'm on like day 63. I think today was like day 63 or 64 of HIIT. Now HIIT, H-I-I-T, it is an acronym. It stands for High Intensity Interval Training. And I do this every morning with my child. Well, not with my child, but I get Sophia in the bath, whether I come home from work and I get her in the bath right away, or in the morning I try to wake up and get myself ready, or not even get myself ready, but drink my coffee, give her breakfast, and then when I give her bath, because I give my child a bath in the morning. Yes, I know, I'm crazy. I give her bath in the morning, and while she's in the bath and she's playing, I keep the door open, I go in the hallway that's literally right outside the door, and I do my HIIT exercise. Now, what HIIT is all about is you're doing like it says, high intensity interval training. So you go as hard as you can in a small amount of time, and it burns as many calories as you would as if you were to be in a gym for an hour working out. So, well, supposedly. And I mean, it's been working, so I mean, I'm down to 180, like I said. So what I do is I'll link in the description below what video I use. I do that, and then after that video is done, if Sophia hasn't been in the bath too long, or if she's not telling me, Mommy, I want to get out, I'll take an extra minute or so, and I'll do a couple of exercises on the floor by myself. I'll do side leg lifts, or some people call them fire hydrants, where you're in the push-up position, but you're on your knees, and you take one leg up, you keep it horizontal to your body, or parallel to your body, and you keep your knee bent, and you pull it up to your side as as far as you can, and then you bring it back down, and you do 15 reps on each side with each leg. Then I do leg lifts, and leg lifts, they can be called a whole bunch of different things. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but what I do is I lay on my back, and I keep my legs straight, and I bring them all the way up with my back straight on the floor, and I touch my hands. I touch my fingers up above me. Like, I put my arms above my shoulders, parallel to my shoulders, and I touch my toes with my fingers. And then I put my legs down again. I do 5 of those, and then in total I do 15 reps. And then, so in total I do 15. I do 5 of those regular ones, and then I'll do 5 or 10 depending on how I'm feeling that day. But usually I do 10 of 10 leg lifts of the same thing, but when I put my legs down, I don't touch the floor. I never touch the floor with my ankles. I put my heels down, and then I open my legs up as far as I can, and then I close them, and then I bring them back up. And you can actually really feel it really hardcore in your lower pelvic area, and that's what really helps me. So, because I have the mommy pouch. Yeah, so anyways, then I'll do pelvic lifts. And now pelvics, I'm sure I'm saying this one wrong too, but pelvic lifts are more of like, okay, so you're laying on your back, you bring your legs up, and you put your ankles or your heels against your buttocks. So you bend your knees, you put your heels against your buttocks as far as you can. You grab each ankle, and then you lift up, you put your booty up. So you're like doing like this like reverse crab kind of thing. So and you put your butt all the way up into the air. Like, you push your pelvis all the way out as far as you can, and then when you come back down, you don't touch the bottom, but then you come right down to the floor. You don't touch your butt to the floor, but then you go all the way back up again. So that way you're keeping that tension. And I do 25 to 40 reps of that a day, and you can really feel it in your butt. It's for your butt and your lower pelvic muscles. And then last but not least, I do squats. I do an extra, so not only do I do 60 seconds of squats with the HIIT exercise, but then I do an extra 30 reps of squats. I do suggest that switching it up every day, maybe do your squats first, and then your HIIT exercise, and then do your leg lifts, and then, switch it up, so that way your muscles aren't used to the same exercise, and you're not building the same muscles twice, and that way you can, exercise each muscle differently on different days. One more thing I want to say is, we are all beautiful. We should all be comfortable in our own skin. I understand that, but health is an issue in this country, and just because we have kids doesn't mean we have to be lazy. And I know it's hard for a lot of people to hear, and I know it sounds like I'm bashing moms, but listen, I'm a mom too. And it was very hard for me to get to this point where I want to work out every day. And once you start working out every single day, and this isn't really working out, this is maybe 6 minutes of your life every morning that's bettering your life in the long run. I do about 6 minutes of exercise a day in the morning, and it's sincerely helped me. There shouldn't be an excuse for not working out, and I used to have all of them. I used all the excuses in the book. I used to say, oh, I'm too tired, I'm exhausted. It's become a part of my everyday life. I've made it a routine. I've made it, to where I can't start my day without working out, or else I feel like I'm this jelly again. Like, I feel like if I don't do it in the morning, I feel like I haven't been productive. Exercise is important, whether it be for your health or your looks or for fun. It is important. And I encourage everyone, especially mothers, to do this. It also helps a lot with depression. I did have postpartum depression, and I didn't know I had it until I had gone to the doctor for like my year checkup after I had Sophia, and I was explaining these symptoms to her, and she said, you went through postpartum depression by yourself. How did you do that? And I just said, I exercised and I cried myself to sleep a lot. And that's just the reality. I mean, a lot of mothers go through postpartum depression without even knowing it, and I was one of them. It also helped me a lot with my depression, and it helps with anxiety as well. Exercising does relax you. Even though it's not a relaxing activity, it does relax you in the long run. If you guys would like to see more and hear more from me, let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will see you in my next video. Bye.